And we begin with breaking news out of Oklahoma, where parts of the state are right now under a tornado emergency. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. We know a lot of you have connections in Oklahoma, so we're going to tell you about this massive storm that's been tearing through the central part of the state for about the last 3 hours. There were several tornadoes this evening. There have been some initial reports of deaths and also some reports of people missing. So this is what we're talking about. We've sped up this video so you get an understanding of how it was moving. About 6 o'clock tonight, and what you're looking at is a multiple vortex tornado just west of Oklahoma City. And this thing was cooking, and you can see the spinners. That when we talked about it was the multiple vortexes, you can see the different spinners kind of coming off, and also the lightning flashes and the power bursts and line snapping as the tornado rips out some lines and different things.
Well, I want to bring Dan Henry into the conversation. And Dan, really forecasters have said today is going to be the day that folks need to watch out for. There were really some key indications that this potentially deadly storm was going to move through the area.
Yeah, it was a volatile mix, Heather. We had very strong winds aloft and an extremely unstable air mass ahead of the front in all around central Oklahoma, and that gave rise to those big, what we call these supercell thunderstorms, and basically still one huge storm at this point in time southeast of Oklahoma City. But I've been monitoring a lot of different sources and did get confirmation by an Oklahoma State trooper that there were at least 2 fatalities with that tornado as it crossed Interstate 40 between Yukon and El Reno earlier today. A mother and her baby in that car. Apparently their vehicle was thrown, and they both did not survive that. And there may have been other fatalities as well, certainly injuries, but there were many vehicles trapped out on Interstate 40 west of Oklahoma City at the time that fierce storm was moving right down the interstate there. This is a 3-hour time lapse, and you can see it's not just the Oklahoma City area that's been dealing with severe weather, but all the way up into St. Louis. In fact, St. Louis has had tornado warnings. They've had very high winds. They've had large hail as well. Let me zoom into that storm now. It's just one colossal storm that extends literally from, about 40 miles west of Oklahoma City all the way east to Shawnee. And that storm still has some strong rotation in it around Pink, which is to the southeast of Oklahoma City. The tornado threat now pretty much for Oklahoma City and points north has ended. The main tornado threat now is pushing well south and east of the metro area, although they still could get hit by some large hail and some gusty winds. And at the present time, we don't have any tornado warnings in effect. They're just severe thunderstorm warnings up there with the highest winds to the east and southeast of Oklahoma City as you head over towards Shawnee and the towns of Tribble down towards Pink, those locations. Here's St. Louis, and look at the squall line that pushed through there. You notice how it bows out there, and when that line bows out, that's a sign that you've got some very, very strong winds. Here's a live look now at St. Louis, and they are behind that fierce line of storms now, so they've seen the worst of the weather from that arcing line of powerful storms, although there is a secondary batch behind it, which is located just southeast of Columbia, that they could get hit with a little bit later on this evening. In fact, as you look at radar there, you see that second area south of Columbia. But these are all tornado watches in effect for much of central and eastern St. Louis. And another tornado watch continues to the east of there as you head up towards Effingham into Illinois. Meantime, what about North Texas here? Again, the slight risk of severe weather is now been moved north of the Red River. So I don't see any potential of severe weather here in North Texas tonight, but that will change tomorrow. Much of North Texas under a slight risk of severe weather for Saturday. And here's the early view right now. Wind gusts and large hail, the 2 primary threats with the storms tomorrow. During the afternoon hours, main time frame probably in that noon to 7 p.m. range. Wind gusts again could be up to 65. quarter to $half sized hail. And at this early point in time, it looks like a low tornado threat. But keep in mind, we haven't seen any of those storms materialize yet. So that's just an early outlook for tomorrow. Certainly, we will see the threat of severe weather. I believe we got some video to go to as well from earlier today. This was that powerful supercell storm there.
This is that multiple vortex that we were talking about. Talk about that a little more, Dan. You see the little spinning
Yeah, you've got these kind of mini satellite tornadoes that spin around the main parent tornado in the middle. And it's sometimes they're also called suction vortices, and they can be really, really intense. Those are the ones that can actually cause some extreme damage. But you notice as well here, the visibility was extremely poor. We had very low cloud bases, and this tornado was rain-wrapped at times, and that is why I believe a lot of people got in trouble that were chasing these storms, or for that matter, that were unintended victims of this storm. They just couldn't see it coming because it was wrapped in a very heavy curtain of rain. And this is one of the vehicles here, the Weather Channel vehicle that was actually thrown some 200 feet by the actual tornado winds themselves. One of many vehicles that I'm hearing that was thrown by this tornado as it was basically right around the El Reno area crossing over Interstate 40.
And Dan, I do want to say the airbags deployed, so Mike Betts, who was in the vehicle, not hurt, but scary to look at.
Got flipped. That top is smashed.
I know, it's smashed.
That's lucky for them that they're live. All right, Dan, we've all seen this video that was near the airport in OKC. I'm not exactly clear what kind of storm chasers these were, but I guess let's watch it. And then, Dan, I want to read your comments because they kind of get into some problematic stuff. Debris flying all over, and it is crazy. So let's watch. It's going to take about 2 minutes. Let's watch this and then comment after.
Is it on stream? Can you get it there?
Yeah, it's on stream. It looks pretty close.
Okay, go! Go! Right now, please! Blast it! Blast it! You gotta go, Ricky!
I got it. We're fine. We're good.
I don't know, man.
Put down my window.
Oh, come on, G.
It's huge. Still getting it?
Yeah, I got it. Honk your horn!
We're good. We're fine, guys. We're on the path here.
Debris in the air, guys! Oh my God, it's right on us, guys. Go! Go!
Goes up. Power flash. Power flash.
Seatbelts on, guys. Oh my God, this guy.
I'm hitting the ditch.
No, you're fine.
Go, go.
Window up, Greg.
Ears are popping here, guys. Go, go, Ricky.
The ditch?
No, we're good.
Lightning in front of us. Big lightning. Horses.
We're in the circulation right now. We're in the circulation. Oh my gosh. Debris! Debris!
It's coming up. That whole thing's coming up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Keep going, Andrew. Keep going. Keep going. Why is this guy stopping?
Watch that car.
Okay, that's even hard to watch.
Yeah.
Been lost signal.
He says, why is this guy stopping? Why are you out there?
Yeah, that's
Why are you chasing it?
Go ahead,
Debris.
Dan. The debris. I
Wow.
That was close.
That's pretty incredible. I mean, let me preface what I'm about to say with, I mean, the chasers, they are an invaluable
job to do,
source
right?
of
Yeah.
information. They really do. They are extremely helpful. They've helped us many, many times with warning countless people in harm's way. But it's almost getting to a point that you've almost got a competition out there between who can get that money shot. And on a day like today, when we had these huge, large tornadoes that were wrapped in rain, you got to make a call early on and say, you know what, I'm going to back off here, not get too close to the action, And unfortunately, there were several people that got way too close for comfort, and those people there are very fortunate to still be with us.
Yeah, and even the Weather Channel car, that thrown 200 feet, that shows, well, they're all lucky.
They are, and we don't want to forget the 2 deaths already that have been reported, the mother and the baby blown off of I-40. So it's scary and deadly. You're right, Dan, they have a job to do, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, they do, and they're passing along information
Sure,
for us
to help everybody else.
Everybody can take cover of the
Right.
exact location of the tornado. So we thank them, but got to be careful out there. We'll check in with Dan just a little later.